Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I am swatching Goddess of Rot by Bee's Lacquer. I settled on raspberry as a description of this red. I do think it is firmly a red and not pink, but it is a little dusty and does tip toward a slightly pinkish purple. This polish is quite deep and moody. The most dominant colors for the shimmer are the gold and orange, but you can see here in the bottle that amongst the gold particles are tiny green ones. So it gives a less uniform look to the shimmer, which I think contributes to its murkiness. I'm all for the visual dirge that is this polish. The color is everything I could have hoped for and more. I was going to skip this one and get Demon Realm instead, but in the end I decided Goddess of Rot was the one I wanted. Then I bought Demon Realm anyway. So much for good intentions. In one coat, this was some pretty impressive coverage. It wasn't full, but for a jelly, I was impressed. I do think you could wear it in one layer if you wanted to. I wanted a darker look with more shimmer, so I kept going. Plus, it was my first application of the polish, so I wanted to see what an additional layer of lacquer could do. This polish could be used for a manicure of the curl-crested Arikari. It is part of the toucan family, but it is a Mulgoth toucan. I love his little curly head feathers. There's also the Oriental dwarf Kingfisher. I could see this polish with an orange and a deep blue, and just a touch of black and white. I would say it also could work for the Mandarin duck, but they are such a riot of color. I think you would need to limit the number of colors you used unless you wanted to go full duck on all 10 nails. This is one of the few animals I think could stretch to fit all 10 fingers. Someday I will have the polishes to do it justice. I don't think I currently have the correct orange tinged browns for it. However, I look forward to telling people about my ducking fingers when I finally manage it. I did stop at 2 coats because, as you can see, it is pretty opaque in 2. I don't think it's 100% opaque on every nail length with every contrasting free edge, but a third would definitely get you there. I cannot imagine a scenario where 3 coats of this would not be opaque. After a couple of weeks of warmth and some mixed rain and sun, I am back to the monsoon. It has been raining for about a week and a half, and I had one morning of mixed cloud and sun. I was able to get a shot for the sun, but I didn't get a lot of time to do so. I'm going to call this bright light because I don't know if the sun ever fully emerged from the clouds. We're getting that strong gold to orange shimmer, but it is flashing over to some green and blue as well. I really think I just like a medium or large particle shimmer. I'd also like to reiterate that this is only 2 coats, so if seeing nail line is something you hate, this is a Bee's lacquer that will get you to opacity. My ring finger actually has a free edge here, and if it was going to show nail line, it would be that finger with its ridges and extra length. As I wrote this, my nail is still long for me, and I feel like I've just doomed it. So I broke my nail rules. I didn't check this polish against my current collection. I think this color may dupe an existing polish. I guess it isn't a surprise that I like this polish since it might be very similar to something I already own. The polish I'm thinking of is Keratoconus Awareness from Cupcake Polish. This was another early red I bought to try to enjoy them a little more. I bought that polish to represent cranberry sauce, like a normal person would. It was a similar formula to the Bermuda collection, which I liked, so I took a chance on it, and it turned out I liked it a lot. I think I may need to do a formal comparison of the two on the nail. The cupcake might be a lighter color, more pinkish, so I may yet get off the hook, but I think the shimmer is almost exact, so I really should have checked more carefully. We'll see if I have to admonish myself for this one. Meanwhile, we've been looking at shade footage. Not only do we get that strong gold to orange, but we are getting some green and blue and purple as well. I have to say, I think my camera work is getting worse. I'm a little shaky. I think some of it was the anxiety of knowing I had all of 3 minutes of sun. I'm not sure if I need to relax or work out more, but I feel intervention may be necessary at this point. I think the polish looks especially foreboding in the shade. Inside, the large amount of gold shimmer makes the raspberry base look almost a burnt sienna color. Chartreuse seems to be the authoritative color for the shimmer. There are still some sneaky greens and blues in there, but that murky greenish gold is definitely the main component. The base color does poke its head out here and there, so I'm still getting to enjoy that as well. I think this polish looks especially like it belongs in the movie The Last Days of Disco. Apparently, we're getting Kate Beckinsale and Chloe Sevigny in a Jane Austen movie in the future. I won't say no to that. The chipmunks, having just finished all their original peanuts, were running through my feet. I needed to put out some safety peanuts. I didn't want another Toa's peanut incident, so please enjoy a clip of Oliver enjoying his newest treat.
Just to keep my feet safe, I gotta put out a plate for you. I know, you're still adorable. I forgive you.